What's going on, people? This Big Q with DC dropping at you, coming at you with our rapid fire session, our new rapid fire segments, where we be giving you 10 minutes of any topic, some of the biggest sports topics in the industry going on right now in the game. We'll be giving you our 10-minute takes on some of the best and fire topics from across the sports world, from anything from NBA to boxing to whatever, man. We're going to give you our rapid fire responses within a 10-minute time frame. And started off, the first one we're going to be talking about is, of course, the NBA Awards. Of course, the second annual NBA Awards presented by Kia, and they covered a bevy of different awards. We're not going to talk about all of them, just the main ones, of course, that's really important. And the first one, DC, how you want to attack it, my man? You think you want to start? You gonna start from the coach of the year and work on up to the MVP, or you want to start from the MVP and work all the way down?
Let's give these people what they want here, man. Ain't no sense in waiting. Let's talk about this MVP award, man.
All right.
We got James Harden as the MVP. LeBron James was second, and then Anthony Davis came in third. I'm not too upset with it, but what I do wish, I've heard other sportscasters say it, but I've always wondered why the hell don't they do this? They should just add the playoffs in with the MVP award. Because if you did, then obviously James Harden will not be the MVP. Shoot, he might come in third, or maybe still second. But I would definitely say LeBron would be the MVP with the playoffs added. Without it, I'd give James Harden that. Or AD could have been a coin toss to me, but maybe I'm just biased.
I can't argue the fact Harden was the man. Of course, Anthony Davis was in there. LeBron was in there. I'm just kind of surprised that we ain't see, even though Russell Westbrook had a solid year, he wasn't mentioned, but I guess we've seen enough of people average triple doubles for an entire season. So, I mean, hey, we a little bit spoiled by some of the best basketball players in the game right now doing miraculous stuff. Some of the old guys back in the day didn't do. Rookie of the year, of course, this was the one that got a lot of attention, man, because, of course, you know, it was the Donovan Mitchell show. He did great things with Utah. Basically, if you wasn't watching this guy out of college, if you were just totally blown out the cover by seeing what Donovan Mitchell was. Of course, he rocked the shirt. He was known about it. Then there's Jason Tatum that was in there. And then you threw Ben Simmons. Of course, Ben Simmons was the man. He gets voted as the winner of the Rookie of the Year award, a lot to the chagrin of Donovan Mitchell in his T-shirt. What's your take on that, DC?
I think Donovan Mitchell has a valid point, man. How you gonna win Rookie of the Year when you're in your second year? But beyond that, when you just look at the impact on the floor, obviously Ben Simmons had better numbers in certain categories than Donovan Mitchell, such as assists and rebounds. But if you look at the teams, you're not going to tell me Rudy Gobert is better than Joel Embiid. You're not going to tell me the 76ers are a worse team than Utah. Utah may have been better coached, better, I guess, gelled together. And they played in a way harder conference, man. And Donovan Mitchell carried that team into the playoffs, dude. Without him, they wouldn't have got in the playoffs. With Joel Embiid and without Ben Simmons, I think the Sixers probably still get in the playoffs. That's just being honest.
Well, Jason Tatum was another guy that they spoke of who was mentioned amongst in that Rookie of the Year award. But being that we had some fantastic young players in the league this year. We was just, like I said, I keep using the word spoiled, man, because people don't realize how really good these young players are. Straight out the box. Just opened the box. A series of these guys jumped out, and they're miraculous, man. They're doing awesome things like they've been playing in the league the last 3 or 4 years. So that learning curve. What learning curve? Some of these guys don't have a learning curve. They just get right on to it because they're naturals at it. Let's go into the six-man award, DC. Lou Williams, man, blew the field away. The closest competition to him was Eric Gordon and Fred VanVleet, who led the best second team in the NBA. What's your thoughts on that as well, Lou Williams, man?
No contest. Did you see Lou Williams play last year? Hey, who can argue that?
Yes.
Lou Williams was amazing last year, man.
Yeah.
It was to the point I was like, wait, why he not just a starter? Like, he's more than just a spark off the bench.
Right.
He was playing at an all-star level. So, Eric Gordon, no contest. Eric Gordon did have a good year. So did he last year. Fred VanVleet, they had the best bench unit, but Lou Williams, man, played out of this world. So deservingly so, he'd be the sixth man of the year.
No doubt about it, man. Big ups to Lou Williams, man. He took it, man, and ran with that thing. Going to the NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Now, this was the one that had some bit of controversy. Rudy Gobert took it from Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis for Defensive Player of the Year. A lot of shock there, but not shock from Rudy Gobert, the Utah fan base, man. Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year. What you thinking on that?
I disagree. I disagree for the simple fact that AD had such a great year, man. I mean, he had more blocks. He's pretty much the whole team on defense and offense, especially in the paint. And to see some of the things, especially in the playoffs, how the Pelicans begin to shut people down and even stifle the Warriors, I thought he was a shoo-in for the Defensive Player of the Year. Also, with Rudy Gobert, he has that, that award already, and he didn't even play the full season. He's constantly hurt. Not to say he's not a great defender. Overall, I think he may be a better overall defender than AD. But
right.
This last season, man, you got to give it to AD. You can't let that guy, with the way that he played last year, walk out of that with no heart.
Absolutely. Big surprise to my chagrin. I thought it was going to be somebody else, not Rudy. I would have not guessed Rudy, but hey.
If it said my Green, I probably wouldn't have been upset. I mean,
wasn't even in there. Wasn't a top three.
Right.
Going to the most improved player of the year, of course, Victor Oladipo, man. Victor turned it up. Not only is he singing like an R&B sensation, but he also showed off big time. Clint Capella was in there as well, and then, of course, a guy named Spencer Dinwiddie played out of from the Brooklyn Nets, who really showed up too on a garbage team. But Victor Oladipo, man, showed Indiana Pacers, man, might have found a spot that people can really love this guy. Well, they got a good one. Most improved player of the year. Comments?
Victor Oladipo definitely deserved this award, man. I mean, to see what he was last year, which wasn't bad, and what he turned into this year, he went from being a secondary player to carrying the team. And they actually made the playoffs, and nobody didn't think Indiana would be anything to begin the season. So it's good to see him grow into his own, and I guess show that he has all type of other talents as well.
Right, that's right. Victor Oladipo definitely most deserving of that most improved player of the year. He really showed it, man. Big ups to Victor. Going to the NBA Coach of the Year. Now, this is a real precarious one for me to say, because this is a very terrible award. They need to destroy it and get rid of the category, to be honest with you, because whoever seems to get this award always, well, I ain't gonna say always, but these guys get fired.
It happened about 4 or 5 times.
It happened before. It happened with Avery Johnson. I think it happened with Jason Kidd and somebody else that can't come to mind. But Dwayne Casey wins the Coach of the Year. He gets axed by the Toronto team, who, in my opinion, picked up a lesser coach than the coach that they had. They just wanted to make a move, to say that we made a move because we just keep getting stopped. Yeah, it's politics. So I don't like what that general manager did to get rid of Dwayne Casey. There is no reason for doing that. But anyway, Dwayne Casey's out. He gets picked up by Detroit now. And then, of course, the other coaches in the line for that was Utah's Quinn Snyder, to me, who looks like a mob boss. Quinn Snyder was in there, and then Brad Stevens. Of course, Brad Stevens was listed amongst that. What's your thoughts on the Coach of the Year?
I think they gave it to the right guy, because he's Coach of the Year. We only judge in the regular season. Brad Stevens, he did a hell of a job. He could have gave it to him, too. Snyder as well. But Casey took such a big leap from last year to this year. And it's just sad that he wins Coach of the Year. He basically exposes him while he's doing his speech. And, like, how do you be a Coach of the Year and you get fired? Like, we all watched that Toronto series. They didn't lose because of Dwayne Casey. He had them in position. They just couldn't contend with LeBron James. And we didn't see that happen a lot of times with other teams.
That's right.
Why Brad Stevens ain't get fired.
Right.
You know, LeBron, they had him. Actually, it was worse with Boston because they really had a legit chance to win that series. And they let it slip out of their fingers. So Get rid of that.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm a coach that's doing good, I will turn the award down, because as soon as you get it, you end up getting fired either the same year or maybe the next year or the next year after that. That seems to be the trend. It doesn't mean anything.
We knew who the coach of the year was before we knew who the MVP was. We didn't know who was going to give it to Harden or not. We knew the coach of the year was Dwayne Casey, though. We knew that at the end of the season. Everybody knew that.
And of course, we're going to talk about the NBA. Just a mere mention, NBA Basketball Executive Year goes, of course, to the Houston Rockets GM Daryl Morey, responsible for the MVP of this year. Of course, James Harden, the bearded one. And quick mentions on a few lists we're going to have listed is the All-NBA First Team with Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, James Harden, LeBron James, and Damian Lillard on the NBA First Team. NBA All-Rookie Team, Kyle Kuzma, Lauri Markkanen, Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons, and Jason Tatum. Then the NBA All-Defensive Team is Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, Victor Oladipo, Drew Holiday, and Robert Covington. Any thoughts on that, DC, before we end the session?
Shout out to the Pelicans, man. They got 2 players on the All-Defensive Team. No, I think they got it right, though. Everybody's exactly where they should be. I remember at one point I didn't think Damian Lillard would be where he is, but early in the season, a lot of people were talking down on him. And I thought that was really unfair to say that, who were they saying? Lou Williams was better than Damian Lillard? I'm not sure if Lou was that good, even though I like Lou.
No, absolutely not. Lou Williams is good, but Damian Lillard is on another level. Damian Lillard is a franchise-changing guard who carrying a franchise. Lou is a pretty much a role player. He's a sixth man doing spectacular things. But there's a reason why Lou's a sixth man, because he cannot carry that. That's exactly right. Can't carry that.
Offensive production along with making teammates better.
There you go. That what makes the difference between having franchise-changing players and mere really good role players. So that'll do it for the NBA talk, man, about the NBA awards. That'll break it down, man. And
congratulations to all the award winners. That's about it. And hopefully the Pelicans will win something next year.
Yeah, some real hardware. Not the stuff that you give out that crap. Let's get something where we get rings to it. You can keep all that other stuff. All right, now that's it, man. Thank y'all for joining us for our rapid fire session. Man, peace.
What up, sports world? It's Big Q from the Sports Coma, representing the PRO Media Network, letting you know that the PRO Media Network is in a push now on a mission to gain 10,000 subs. That's right, 10K on the subs. And to help promote to get 10,000, the PRO Media Network is not only going to be doing the shows that you love so much about the Saints, the Pelicans, or LSU, but also it'll expand out to bigger stories about the NFL, the NBA, and even include new content dealing with anime, gaming, and even movie reviews in an attempt to expand out its platform. So if you're a fan of the PRO Media Network, the Sports Coma, or the Pelican Post-Game Report, and other podcasts made by the PRO Media Network, please join us in our efforts in our mission to get 10,000 subs. Share us with fans, share us with friends, share us with family members, and help the PRO Media Network gain 10,000 subs. Peace.